Hey guys, this is Andy, and I wanted to I wanted to tell you guys where I'm gonna be coming up. I already recorded this, but Nicole started yelling at me, and she said they sucked, and she said that she doesn't know how I sell tickets. And anyways, I'll be at the Rose City Comedy Club in Dallas on the 6th and the 7th of March, and then I'll be at Haynes in Dallas. The other one was actually in Tyler, Texas. And then I'll be at the Independent in Detroit and Handsome Man Comedy the 20th and 21st. Handsome Man Comedy's in Pittsburgh. And then I'm just in Europe, and I'm really sorry, you guys. Bye.
What's up, everybody? It's Mike Cannon reporting live from Snowmageddon. I am in the parking lot of a Stop and Shop, ready to make plugs for you guys because I forgot, and Nicole's been bugging us for weeks. I mean, we have really just not been listening. So me, Mike Cannon, MikeCannonComedy.com for all my dates, or punchup.live/Mike Cannon, whichever you're more familiar with, comfortable with, all those things. March 6th, I'll be in South Bend, Indiana. March 7th, I'm going to be in Detroit, Michigan. And March 8th, I'm going to be in Lansing, Michigan. Very excited for that run. It's going to be 3 boom, boom, boom fun spots. MikeCannonComedy.com again for those dates. And then I think the next week in March begins my Louisiana run. I begin in Baton Rouge, and then I go to Lafayette, and then I end up in New Orleans, the last city I ever drank. So who knows, the boy might relapse and throw it all away for a gator. But yeah, those dates are the most pressing ones right now. More coming in. I'm doing a full-fledged tour, the once-in-a-lifetime tour, guys. I will never be this age doing this material in these cities ever again. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see me live. I'm also growing confidence for the first time as a 40-year-old man. A lot of changes, a lot of fun stuff. Get tickets. See you soon.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful boys.
They're so cool. You know, it's for like the guys that wear the
Oakleys?
yeah, like Oakleys, but they do cocaine and they DJ in the middle of like in the middle of like Belgium. You know, it's
yeah.
it's like either hardcore serious mountaineer or guys that wear Solomon shoes. You know what
I
I'm
don't know
talking
what
about?
those are. But you just like brought me onto a thing that I've been thinking for a while.
DJing in Belgium.
Well, DJing, I think, is just not cool unless you're in another country. Like, I think DJing in the United States kind of stinks. I don't know why. I'm just not into the kind of music. But I think if you, like, just you even saying DJing in Belgium, I was like, that guy's probably pretty cool. But if you were like, he's DJing in Jersey.
Yeah, I've started to, and it also is like, you go to the thing in Belgium and it's all like the trashiest, you know, it's the Jersey people.
Of
but you're
course.
just in the Jersey of Belgium.
Yeah,
you're
they're
like,
wearing white blazers rolled up to their elbows.
Ooh la la. No, but some of those things are
this
cool.
week on Miami Vice.
Do,
That's from Eurotrip.
do you watch like Boiler Room clips ever?
Yeah.
Like those kind of like I don't
Ferrari, what's up?
yeah.
And I'm liquid.
I don't like that music per se. Like I don't dislike it. It's just like never anything I would put on.
Oh, we're talking about a different thing. Boiler Room, I thought you were talking about the movie.
No.
You're talking about something else.
No, Boiler Room is a DJ channel where like
Okay.
these,
So I
like-
was quoting Ben Affleck
Yeah.
in the movie Boiler
yeah,
Room.
I just got that. Wait, is it Ben or Casey?
Ben.
Oh, okay.
He's
I
great
forgot
in that movie
Ben's in
too.
that. That's such a good movie.
Dude, Giovanni Ribisi, Vin Diesel in a suit.
Yeah. It's
That's
fucking
the last movie he ever put on formal wear.
but there's another guy that's in all those movies. He's like this redhead, like Boston Mick that is like the tough guy in all those
I think I
movies.
know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's also the guy from Dazed and Confused.
Yes.
Yes, that sits in the back of the
That
pickup
guy
truck.
is so fucking awesome, and
He's a great actor.
You only see him in like 2 Ben Affleck movies.
Yeah, what is that? That guy, he was in Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What? Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's whatever. It's DJ shit. It's something I don't relate to. It's never
Sure.
a kind of music that I listen to. It's like I've never been that cool. I've been cool, but I've never been like Paste magazine, whatever. I don't even Interview magazine. Like,
yeah.
Rachel Sennett, fucking like those kind of like.
of the time.
Yeah, like where you're like a cultural icon.
I don't
Even
think I've
though
ever been like appropriate of any time.
I've always been
I've never met the moment.
like I think as cool as I'm supposed to be now. I
Yeah.
think my coolness was all lining up to being a cool dad.
You know what I think cool is? Cool is being yourself in the face of trends.
Cool. Okay. No, but I mean, I wanted it so bad, and I tried multiple times to be like cool of the moment,
Yeah.
you know? And it was always like I would buy like one piece of clothing that like wouldn't fit with the rest of my clothing.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it's that Marc Maron joke where he's like, if I bought the hat, I would have to buy a whole new wardrobe.
Right.
But
See, that's what I've been watching a lot of Marc Maron stand up lately. Like I've interacted with his stuff, so more of his clips have come up. He's a great comic.
awesome.
And I think I'm saying that surprisingly, not as if like I thought he was not, but just I hadn't sat down to watch any of his stuff.
Yeah.
And then of course the dialogue, like after he went on the podcast run that he went on, trashing who he was trashing, people are like, he's never been funny, he's never been good, he sucks, he's bitter, he's this. And it's like, sure, and that could be said about almost anybody, but also I watched his stuff and it's like, this is great. Like he's a great comic.
No, he's a really good. I think it's just because he's such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I mean,
you know?
having that,
And I don't think he'd even push back on that.
No.
Mark's kind of a dick.
I think being that consistently bitter too, or being like that consistently confrontational or upset, which is kind of like, it makes me want to not be who I
Yeah.
am. And it makes
I don't
me
have the
wanna,
jokes to back it up.
Me neither. That's what I'm saying. Like I was watching his stuff and I'm like, oh man, I'm not even like as thoughtful or as articulate in how he is angry as he expresses himself like very clearly, or at least to me, because maybe I just share those feelings.
He had this great bit about, I think he did it on like the Tonight Show or Letterman or something, but it was like, drunk driving is safer than texting and driving because like drunk driving, at least somebody is driving, you know?
Yeah.
Texting and driving, nobody's driving the car.
Yep.
And I thought that was such a brilliant bit. And also, I loved the thing about like Theo Von interviewing Hitler.
Yeah, it was funny.
It was like a good, like it felt funner than it was a lesson.
Totally.
Which is like the thing I always fall into where I'm trying to prove a point and then I'm losing funny.
Well, and then, I don't even, let's not talk about this on the free episode because I wanted to almost dissect the fact that like, yeah, I think Theo would like that. Like I would assume that he would see that bit and not.
Sport, yeah.
But I think all of his stuff kind of happened after that, and that like his public struggle, or at least when he said he was like, I'm just trying not to take my own life, like a flippant thing that both you and I have said
all the time,
in numerous times, even on this show,
buddy.
So
imagine trying not to take your life with no money,
right?
Yeah.
And imagine anybody caring when you said that, because the whole country cared when Theo said that.
Yeah,
but
the
when
president
we say
wrote
it,
a
people are
memorandum.
Like, yeah, we're gonna unsubscribe.
They sent
from
a
your
jet
Patreon.
from the White House.
But because of that, people started piling on, I think, even Mark more.
Yeah.
Where it was like they may have connected the two where the two weren't even connected.
Well, we just live in a time right now where it's like if your guy's your guy, you'll defend him to the hilt. The whole parasocial thing. I mean, I was like posting stuff that was, anti-ICE, and I can't tell you how many people were like, they shouldn't have resisted the law type of thing. And it's like, do you like cops that much? Like, you're not a cop. You're a real estate agent in Boston.
I'm curious if those people. So I have a new theory, right? Is I actually think so. Those people are either bots or NPCs, which are effectively human bots.
Yeah.
And I think people became human bots because of the pandemic and because of isolation and because we like.
But I think
connectivity.
we all like. I do it too, where I catch myself like, where it's like my side says the thing. And this has changed since Palestine because the Democratic Party kind of split in half.
Sure. Which I'm sure will win them the next election.
Oh man, we're not gonna have elections anymore. But like somebody will say something where it's like, I don't know exactly how I feel, but sure, I'm on board.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same thing. It's like Trump likes ICE, so if people go after ICE, you have to defend ICE.
Yeah,
that's just what, and it is human bots.
But I think those are like, so this is what I'm saying, where I think like human beings are almost AI at this point. Like we've taken critical thinking completely out of the mix for a lot of people, I think, because even that, what you said, where like sometimes you'll just blindly agree with your part. Like I won't do that. And that's kind of why I no longer even call myself, like, I'm registered as a Democrat, but I don't really vibe with the whole
Spend
party.
a lot of time at Gas Digital.
No, I don't even do that. Like, it sucks that, like, if you're against something or with something, then you're automatically a part of this. And it's like, that's not how I feel. Like, I'm anti-ICE. I think anybody with fucking eyeballs or just the historical knowledge that this has happened before in a really awful fucking way. And it's not even being like, it's weird to see something and label it as something else and be like, you guys are paranoid as it's going on in front of your face.
Yeah.
But I guess that's actually part of the gaslighting. But I'm seeing that, I'm anti that. And then there's other things that they say, the fracture of the party and the things and the messaging that I'm like, no, I'm not aligned with that. And then you get called alt-right.
Big Israel
And
guy.
then I say, no, but this is my problem is why I don't appeal to anybody is because I take things like that. And I'm like, I'm not a party guy. Like, I'm not just aligned with these thoughts just because they help get the rest of it done, even though I guess that's the whole point. But it's just, I don't know. I guess I just take each issue as they come, and I'm not like a blanket douche.
Yeah.
Not calling you a blanket douche.
No,
but
I
I'm
mean,
just saying.
I feel strongly about things in a way that's embarrassing sometimes because, after the ICE thing happened, I posted a few serious videos.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like, this is like actually how I feel, know, and I like thought about it and all this stuff. And then I was like, fuck, man, like I'm putting my whole ass out there. But I also, I'm not like doing that like people are racist in front of me and I don't go like, hold on a second, God damn it. I have a friend who's Arab or whatever, know? I remember one time these like, I was like pretty good friends with my last bodega.
Yeah.
And the guys that come in and they're kind of like shooing a black guy out that's like, I think he's probably unhoused or whatever, and experiencing homelessness. But then like they're
that sounds like it's
just,
a game they're playing.
But
he's on round one of homelessness.
Yeah, he's experiencing it right now. But they like turned to me and they're like, "What do you think best race is?"
Oh,
and I was like, "What?" And they're like, I was like, I don't know, man. I mean, it's probably easiest to be white. And they're like, white is best. And then I was like, okay, cool. And then I was like, what's worse? And they're like, kabali. And I laughed.
Yeah.
Because it's like also like, I couldn't, what am I going to get them Bell Hooks novels or, like books about how to be anti-racist? And they're going to sit there and be like, we have made mistakes.
Yes. Well, and that's also innocuous, or not innocuous, benign. That's guys owning a bodega that probably are faced with a lot of like, from all different cultures, varying behavior.
They're getting a very specific subsect of people, and also they're not from here,
right?
And so they have that whole thing of like, listen, I'm fighting for my life.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I don't know you anything.
Of course, yeah. I mean, that's my favorite part about being an Italian family who has roots coming over here illegally and doing illegal things to, establish themselves. But they would love to just throw a Molotov on the bridge that they cross, so nobody else can make it over.
My favorite thing, oh God, fuck, I really don't. Is so like. A lot of times, like, white libs like me will be like, oh, this horrible thing is happening in this other part of the world. Like, can you believe this dictator is doing these things?
Yeah.
And then, like, my nanny's from the Philippines. And I was like, oh, so, like, what was it like living under Duterte? And, she's struggled to get here, took a lot, like, tens of thousands of dollars to establish herself.
In color contacts alone.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't get the reference.
It's a Filipino girl joke.
Oh, okay.
They almost all wear colored contacts.
Oh, I didn't know that.
In my high school, at least. Did you have a bunch of? Yeah.
That must be a Northeast thing.
Yeah, maybe.
But I was like, oh, what was it like living under Duterte? Like their kind of Trump they had a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And she was like, it was great. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And she was like, he shot all of the drug addicts. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, it was so much safer in Manila. Like, he got rid of all those bad guys. And I was like, And I think it's the same thing in El Salvador. Everybody's like, can you believe what they're doing to these people? And it's like, everybody in El Salvador is like, it's actually pretty nice. I can walk down the street. So I don't, like.
Well, and that's also people's opinion post Giuliani. Like they're like, Giuliani came in and got them the fuck out. And New York was never better.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's hard because, I don't know. The thing that I was like really laughing at about like just everything, the hypocrisy, just everybody cross-posting themselves and kind of like sniffing their own butts is like how insane would it be if Alex Preddy's parents threw an arena-sized fundraiser like 10 days after he was murdered with fireworks coming out from behind him, giant smiles. Yeah. They're like slapping Kamala
Jelly
on the
roll
ass.
plays.
Biden sniffs their hair.
Yeah.
Like it's like a party-wide thing. Wouldn't you be creeped out by that? Isn't that enough of a double standard to kind of show like how just odd shit is right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the worst it's ever been. For my lifetime?
For my life. Yeah, you can't, it's like, you can't even say that to anybody else because they're like, you have no reference point.
Yeah, I mean, there's that thing that goes around a lot when something happens like this where somebody will be like, well, hey, white people, welcome to our everyday existence.
Sure.
And I'm like, I totally appreciate that, but also like, it's a lot weirder now.
Yeah.
Like, even though that was like not better for you, it is. We can all appreciate that it's gotten pretty weird.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
like the FBI's like arresting journalists for like videotaping stuff. It's like, we're in a weird time. Anyways, how did we, coolness.
This one, we got on this through expensive clothing.
For Maron. But I've started listening to this DJ who is like, every person in the world knows him, so I'm not saying I just don't think you know him.
Mm-hmm.
This guy Fred again.
Okay.
Do you know him?
No.
He's like the biggest kind of like DJ. I don't even think I have a reference point because I don't know DJs. But I've started listening to his music to exercise.
Nice.
And it is like it's a whole nother level.
It gets you going.
Oh yeah. Yesterday I ran.
Is it like Sandstorm? Like
there's some of that, but it's more like taking like rap hooks and things like that. I do appreciate this.
I'm gonna.
I know this song. I love that song. Nicole,
is
that who that is? DJ Sandstorm.
I think it is, right? Yeah, we used to.
But when that shit comes on, it's like, and also like. I've been a couple times. It's that thing where it's like normal society. You can't listen to that music because you're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, you'll punch someone.
But like I was in Vegas for like an elongated period of time once, and I just had the Vegas radio on.
Yeah,
and I was like, all right, I get it. This is what you listen to if you want to go do cocaine at a table.
Oh, 100%. Dude, I performed at La Fontainebleau in Miami, and it's as if everybody in the audience had in AirPods listening to that song. Because they were just dressed like Bruno Mars, just sitting in their seats, gyrating and barely paying attention.
I remember I was in South Beach one time.
That was a lot of hip mobility. That was pretty good.
They're really good.
Thanks.
I was in South Beach one time, and I was like eating dinner. And a woman just walked by in a thong and high heels.
Yes.
I was like, what is this place? And everybody at the table was like, this is South Beach.
Yeah.
Like,
this is what Will Smith was rapping about.
Yeah.
South
Welcome
Beach,
to Miami.
Bringing their heat.
Yeah. Too bad he was having sex with guys.
That's right. Pole to pole, baby.
Anyways, so I'm not cool. You said you had some good dad stuff.
Oh, buddy. During the snowstorm, the great snowstorm of 2026.
I missed it. I was in Salt Lake City where there was no snow.
That's wild. I mean, lucky you, because I had so much road contingent upon this fucking storm, and it like kind of messed up the weekend when it happened, and then it's trickled into the next weekend.
Like, did you have to cancel?
No, I mean, I had to cancel one show. I had to combine 2 shows on Saturday to get out of Baltimore on time to miss the storm.
Oh, that's right.
So, I mean, I was like, literally just riding a squall.
Did it start snowing?
No.
By the time you walked
out? It had not. So I got home at like 1 a.m. and it didn't even start yet. And then I woke up and there was a foot.
Yeah.
It was fucking crazy. But so I'm so glad I did that, though, because if I had stayed and then gotten snowed in and stayed at Fells Point and just like locked into Baltimore till at least Tuesday or Wednesday, I would have been in rough shape mentally.
Oh, yeah.
So
Baltimore is not for the weak.
No, and it also just there's something about being like locked somewhere away from your kids and away from your house, where you're just like, you feel so helpless and you feel so disconnected from what you like, who you are or who I am.
Tell that to Diddy.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he's fine. Jordan too, the same thing. You know, MJ, I don't think he saw his kid for 82 games during a regular season. But so Crew ended up going to Chicago for a baptism, for my niece's baptism. And they were going to come back on Monday, but obviously with the storm, they had the foresight to cancel that and then set up a Tuesday flight. Very smart. They get back. This is like the best, right? So we ride out the storm, whatever, it's fine. Tuesday.
So it's just you and the baby?
And Nicole.
Okay.
So is it Nicole has the baby while I'm...
Oh, Crew went with the grandparents?
Crew went with the grandparents. Okay. Yeah. So which, you know, that also adds a little anxiety as well, where you're just like, I don't know. This is my paranoia. So but it connects to what we were talking about before in terms of like ICE, the separation of families and all this stuff. Where you're like, you've given your kid to the grandparent who isn't their parent. And granted, they have like all the documentation that you need to fly and there's familial connection and stuff. But in my head, I'm running through every nightmare scenario of them being taken away from each other and being like, this isn't your kid, whatever. Like, it's just, so it scared me, or at least gave me paranoia heading into the weekend. Nothing obviously happened and it was all good. They canceled the Monday. Tuesday, we do not tell Crew that I have 7th row tickets to the New York Knicks game on Tuesday evening. So we pick him up at 4 p.m. from Westchester Airport. And I go, oh, dude, you good? Like, you happy to be home? He's like, yeah, I'm happy to be home. I was like, what's the matter? He's like, I just don't know. What are we going to do tonight? And I go, well, weird you ask, because boom. And I just gave him his jersey, his Knicks jersey. And he's like, where are we going to play basketball? And I was like, we're going to watch the Knicks. And he's like, what? And I'm like, let's go right off the plane. And he's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, here's a fruit snack. Here's your juice. Let's get crazy. And he's just like, I can't believe. I'm like, dude, we're like driving through the snow. I'm blasting Drake forever. He's like rapping along to the Eminem verse at the end. I'm like, I'm going to drive my car into the river. I'm so fucking happy.
Yeah.
I just want to preserve this moment. We park, slam it into a snow pile. I, walk over to MSG, and that place Suprema, I think it's called, that pizza place, which is like city renowned, one of the greatest pizza places in New York City. Have you had it?
No.
It's unbelievable.
I don't eat cheese.
It's right. Oh yeah, that's right. You get the runs.
No, I get the opposite.
You get the solids.
Yeah, the train backs up.
You get blocked up.
Yeah.
You get corked.
Yeah.
If you have cheese, it blocks you.
Any dairy.
That stinks.
Yeah.
So we go to this place, the Suprema. Have you been there? I'm going back to my Viet Cong. Have you? It's awesome. So I remember also my father took me to this place when I was like 11 or 12.
It's been around that long.
It's been around forever. And he took me there when I was a kid and before we went to like the Heat against Knicks playoff game. And I was telling Crew about that and he's asking me all these stories and I'm telling him stories. Then we go and the whole time he's so excited. We get the clappers, the noisemakers. I hit for the dad cycle. Like it was a perfect performance. One, we got him the tickets, surprised the shit out of him, drove into the city. We got on the thing, the Jumbotron, like immediately. Oh, not only that, I'm sorry, I skipped a part. We get to the thing.
You got on the Jumbotron?
Dude, so I'll tell you about it. So we get there. We're 7 rows behind the hoop. It's Nicole's family's tickets. We're so fortunate to have them. It's unbelievable. Yeah. We get 1 game a year with them, and it's like, I'm so grateful. It's single-handedly, I think, responsible for Crew's actual like love and connection to basketball.
Yeah.
And so I get there, and me and these 2 dads get this like we have a moment because they're with their boys, and I'm like, and we, we're like, should we go try to get a picture on the court before the game? Like, let's try to fucking get on the court.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, man, I don't know. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go up there. And one lady grabs me and she's like, if you just act like you know what you're doing and don't like even look at anybody and just pretend you're supposed to be doing this, nobody will ask you anything. And I was like, thank you so much. She's like, no, seriously. And she pushed me onto the court with Crew. We walked onto the fucking court and we took a picture. And one of the like security guards was like, yeah, like had no idea we were breaching major rules, took a picture. We got this great picture on the court. I tell the other two dads, they're
It's Jordan Clarkson behind you guys.
I get like, and Sam Morrill like disassociating behind him. But I tell the other two dads, and they're like, oh man, I don't know. And I'm like, just do it. Trust me. I just did it. Telling you, they do it. They like high five me coming off. I feel this immediate camaraderie with these dads. 10 minutes into the game, the camera guy just sees us and marches right up to our seats, plants right there. He's like, you guys are going to be on the Jumbotron. And we're like, all right. And then they cut to commercial and he goes, he's like, I'm sorry. He's like, I'll get you. And I'm like, God, I really hope this happens. So he walks away. The next thing, he comes marching up. He's like, we're going to get it in our face. And I just like, some guy next to me goes, blacked out. He's fully blacked out in the seats next to me. He's like, this is what I'm in second video? And I'm like, yes. And I gave him my phone. I was like, the video's running. You take it. And he took the video. And this guy is Scorsese's DP. He is unbelievable. He's completely like almost vomiting down his fucking front drunk. And he hits Crew and I, clacking the thing with us right in real time. And then boom, right up on the Jumbotron, us just, and the crowd cheering. And that was it. And Crew was like, oh, you kidding? We're on TV. His friend the next day told him he saw him on TV.
Oh, my God.
He watched the game, and he's like, I saw you and your dad was wearing an orange hat. That's gay. But, like, like that's unbelievable. So we get that. And then, my friend, comes the T-shirt cannon. And they come out.
It hits him right in the solar plexus.
and he coughs up blood. We go to the emergency room. So they're like, this almost went bad. And I'm like humiliated by the first part of this. So they're throwing them. I'm like pointing to Crew to get them to acknowledge, to like see that I'm trying to catch it for a kid. And I'm like trying to make eye contact. So one lady like kind of threw up a jump ball and I went to grab it and it was so catchable. And I just fucking butterfingered it right off the tip back, and it like hit some guy in the head and he grabbed it and like put it in his pocket. Didn't even care that a kid a seat up and had it. And I was like, oh my God, dude, I'm so sorry. And he's like, don't worry, we're going to get it, Dad. And I'm like, I love that you're still positive. This is the best. I haven't poisoned you completely. And so then the next time they come out with T-shirts and they threw it, and it was not for me. And I made the most athletic catch of my adult life. Lefty across a married couple, yoink, boom, took it. And I was like, I'm sorry. And they're like, give it to your son. And I was like, thank you. And I gave it to him, and he's got his very own quadruple XL New York Knicks shirt that he can sleep in for the rest of his life. He can make a pup tent.
That's awesome, man. I mean, I don't think Minnow's like that online yet to have. She's had some pretty amazing experiences. Yeah. The skiing was like pretty like.
That's great.
Her giggling and going, Daddy, we're going fast. But
set that as your fucking ringtone, dude.
But the chairlift, as I sent you guys pictures of, was like hysterical crying, trying to get off of the chairlift midair. Like squirming, being like, Daddy, I want off. And I was like, okay, well, that's not going to happen. But that fucking filled me with fear. But it's that weird thing of like, I guess she went to Disney on Ice this weekend, and that was pretty big to see Elsa in real life.
Yeah. But even that, isn't that crazy that, and this is something that I had to learn really like through, it is a hard thing to learn, but obviously like parents tell you this all the time, but like we went to Aruba when Crew was 2.5, closer to 3, and he does not remember the trip anymore.
Jesus.
He doesn't remember, and it's interesting to watch that kind of consciousness like just move down the line a little bit, because, and it's actually what I told Rosebud. So Rosebud put that post up of like, should I take my kid to Australia, was it, or something like that? And I was like, and she's like, she's not even going to remember it, like this and that. And I wrote her something that she, of course, didn't respond to. And I assume she thinks I took your side and what's going on. So that's why. And, but I was like, listen, sometimes, and I learned it through Aruba, is sometimes the core memories are for you. Yeah. Like it's not their core memory. It's your core memory of being a parent. And either way, the thing helps shape them, and it helps give them experience and colors their personality down the line. But it might not be a thing that they can consciously access. Yeah. But the fact that you have it and it means so much to you, and it could potentially like just
cement and bolster your feelings and just, everything about parenting that it brings along. Like that to me is worth it more so than
Cut to me like in Pamplona running the bulls with Minnow in a Bjorn. This is going to be great for Daddy.
You're eating the tomatoes.
No, I kind of feel that way where it was like, I don't think she'll probably remember these, like, but I keep on having these moments. I don't know if you ever have this, because we are so, like, our job is very immature and unrealistic.
Yeah.
And then we come from a generation of people who are unrealistic.
Yes.
Like our dads did not look like us when they were our age.
No.
And their dads did not look like us when they were like 25.
Tony Soprano was like 38 when he like filmed season 1.
Yeah.
It's crazy how old he looks.
But I had these moments where I'm like, holy shit, like you are my kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
you are my daughter, and like you are this living, breathing. Because it's like you don't really get that as much when they're like the blob or the baby.
Mm-hmm.
But now my daughter will be like, that man over there has a weird face, and I'll be like, hey, shut up, But like, you're right. But they're like people now, and it's crazy to be like, I'm also responsible. That's a fun realization.
It's
once in a while.
Yeah. That's a wild thing.
Having
when
a
you're
blast, and then you're
there's
like,
no parents to me being a parent.
Yeah.
Seems like there should be an extra guard here.
Does the government want to step in? We have a minder.
Is anybody aware of this?
Hey, everybody. If you're not aware, we are now taking calls from you, the listeners.
That's right. You're a direct participant in our show now because we've run out of personal content to give you.
So please give us a call at
646-598-2417.
And we will pick your voicemail and we'll play it on the pod and we'll answer it. And hopefully everybody feels better.
That's right. Yeah. So ask us for advice. We can settle a debate. You can start a debate between us.
You can just vent.
Dad questions. I would love a vent, actually.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. We have some
tell
real personal ones, too.
I would love it.
I love that.
If you told me some wins maybe you had over your wife, that'd be
If you're a guy and you won an argument or a situation over your wife, call in. It's the win line. 646-598-2417.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, I think it's like even on the last episode, I don't know when they'll air, but talking about the ER shit.
Yeah.
There was moments in the ER where they were like just so beautiful, where it was like, my daughter having like a really fun time with the nurse or something like that. And like looking over at, and actually after the head injury, it wasn't a head injury, after she split her head open, we came home and we watched movies, and she like never cuddles me, and she like climbed up on me and hugged me and was like, Dad, I love you.
Yeah, you saved her.
I was like, holy shit, like this is.
Even if she can't consciously put it into words, like kids are like that, man.
Yeah.
My youngest will do stuff like that where his forehead looks like we've been trying to give him CTE. Like it's like somebody shot him with a paintball just across his fucking dome because he just leads with his fucking head into everything.
Scares me so much.
And then with two of them, Crew, like out of nowhere, will just look at him and spear him into a ball pit.
Yeah, Crew's
Crew's
setting up like Rube Goldberg.
Oh yeah,
with like knives.
Yeah, dude. Like the other day, I watched Crew just be like get him into this. He grabbed him as a hug, and then put both of his feet in his legs, and then also wrapped his arms, so he's like completely held like this. And Crew started alligator rolling with him, and I'm like, dude, stop! You're gonna fucking hurt him. And he's like, what is pain?
You're gonna dislocate every joint.
I was like, stop doing what you're gonna feel really bad. I forgot this one part of the Knicks thing. One of the dads that I had a connection with, he lived my dream. He got picked at halftime to shoot 3 shots for $10,000.
Did he make them?
And he fucking boofed it.
Wait, is it you only have to make one?
No. So what was it? It was he had one of the dads got picked. It was a skills challenge. That's what it was. So it was passing, Yeah, it was like exactly at the All-Star weekend where you have to like dribble through cones, bounce pass it through a hoop into a net, and then you have to go down, hit a layup, hit a free throw, and hit a three. I've been dreaming of being selected to do this ever since I saw Whoopi Goldberg's movie Eddie, where she got picked to be a coach.
You have the weirdest knowledge of...
Dude, it's the best movie. Malik Sealy.
Cool.
The best. He's dead. But R.I.P. But so we, this dad who I got him the picture, I got him the whole thing. Oh my God, he lost to a guy that looked like the barber in Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. Like he had the painted on dark denim, Ichabod Crane, like curled fucking, shoe boots, like sliding all over the place, pencil thin, like curly mustache with the skin fade and kind of like Third Reich hair, but also, perfectly whatever with a vest and like the dumb gold chain.
Yeah.
And shit. That guy beat the dad that him and I had a connection with.
Oh, they make you compete.
They made him compete.
So somebody does win.
Yes. And the other guy, Ichabod, he fucking won the entire thing.
I do love the term Ichabod, the name Ichabod.
It's a great name.
It's also going to be great when I live in Terrytown.
Ichabod Crane.
Yeah.
Did you not watch that? Did you not watch like
did.
Prince and the Pauper
I
and
did.
Ichabod Crane?
Did you watch the new Sleepy Hollow movie?
With Johnny Depp?
No, I don't.
Did he do a Sleepy Hollow movie?
Yeah, he did.
Right?
Yeah, he did the Tim Burton one. There was one that came out during the pandemic that was like, trying to think. There was one big famous actor in it. Can you look that up?
I didn't even know that they made one.
It's good.
No kidding.
There's a murder at the Army Academy at the
Ah.
what is it? West Point?
No, it's Irvington, but then Tarrytown. Oh, they're saying that's close to West Point?
Yeah, it's like West Point's part of the story.
Oh, interesting. No, it's
I don't
not
know.
close.
Can you tell me who the lead on this is?
Ichabod,
Because it's like a really famous actor, but I can't think of it right now.
That's fun. Or Ben and Me. Did you ever watch that with the mouse? And he was Ben Franklin's assistant.
Yes,
He helped him design bifocals.
Yes. I loved that.
How did I just remember that, dude?
Do you know what's a movie that like stays with in my head forever is the something of Nim, The Secrets of Nim, The Rats of Nim.
I've never heard of that.
It's like, or Fievel.
Yes, I know Fievel. Fievel Goes West.
Yeah, all these.
That's fun. Wow. Yeah, they don't. I mean, now Disney is reopening hand-drawn,
dude,
like a hand-drawn studio.
It is rough out there. There's 4,000 movies on the kids channel on Netflix that were made yesterday.
Yeah,
where it's like AI to AI illustration. They're like kind of blocky, like the Veggie Tales. Like it's. And my daughter, the other night when she was like it was after the head injury and I needed her to sit still.
Mm-hmm.
I never ever play Cocomelon. Yeah, because Cocomelon is literal fentanyl.
Chinese mind control.
Yeah, and I put it on. And it worked like a charm because I was just like, I need you to sit still while I like clean all the blood off of your clothes
before your mom gets home.
Yeah, like all this stuff that is very necessary right now. Like I have to feed you, I have to do this, I have to suture your wound or whatever. But you turn it on and they're just like,
immediate,
just
like locked in as if they have no control.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, I think that is part of it where I don't know. I've like half looked into some of this stuff of the flicker rate of certain shows are actually the same as hypnosis, and that it's like an intentional.
That's got to be it.
It has to be right, and the cuts are. I think I read somewhere that Cocomelon doesn't let a second and a half go by without a cut. Like it's that.
Jesus Christ.
It's that fast. The colors are also tuned to a vibrancy that you can't like.
Yeah.
So it's legitimate mind control. Like it's hypnosis.
I started to feel nauseous.
Yeah, I mean, Crew the other day was like, you had a bump of Cocomelon. It's like, I haven't had that.
A bump of Cocomelon. That's the fucking title of the episode. Did you not find the movie?
It's a Sleepy Hollow themed movie. That came out during the pandemic.
I'll find it. It's okay. Keep talking.
Okay, well, don't be condescending as fuck. You gave me no information.
Nicole.
I think it's called Sleepy Hollow.
It's simply not because it doesn't exist.
I'm sorry. I was just teasing.
And now everyone's going to be like, why is Nicole not looking it up? Andy's fucking Googling it again. Do it your damn self. So you can figure out the one actor that's not going to move the podcast forward.
It's not going to. She's really mad about this.
Nicole's pissed at the bakery below her.
Jesus
so she's taking it out on
Christ.
Andy.
I've been
I don't know
inhaling
what it
carbon
is.
monoxide for days.
Yeah, Nicole's got her own goddamn shit going
Wait, you
on.
got carbon monoxide?
Yeah,
Yes.
and no detector.
I do now.
Well, I'm happy. I'm happy somebody thrifted you a fucking carbon monoxide detector. Nicole's neighbors know that carbon monoxide is such an issue in their building that they have 2 detectors, like one as a backup to their current detector. And their beeping was going off so much. And Nicole's like, how'd you guys know? How'd you guys know something was going on? And they're like, you don't have a carbon monoxide detector? And Nicole's like, what? No, absolutely not. And they're like, take one of ours. Like, this is a huge issue. Your dog's in danger.
Wait, why is there carbon monoxide?
Because there's a bakery below us and they have a faulty stove that has been replaced, but it's still a problem.
That's my one OCD thing is like I'll go back like 4 times. Sometimes I'll be leaving at like 4 a.m. for a weekend.
Yeah.
And I'll have this dreaded feeling that like somehow the gas is on and I'm going to leave the house.
Yeah.
And Rosebud and the baby are going to perish. And so I will go back and I will like 4 times check the stove because I'm just like, what if I bumped it? I didn't even use the stove.
I wonder if that's because that is OCD, but I wonder if that's like, if that's not a disorder because it's something you acquired, if it's just something, if it's like parental obsessive compulsive dad.
I mean, I definitely think it's catastrophizing for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have the same exact thing. I also have never once remembered if I locked my car or not.
Yeah.
Like
Luckily,
the amount of times that I've walked a block away and then be like, I got to go back.
You don't have the app?
No.
I think you probably do. What year's your car?
2017. So now at this point, I mean, that felt new up until recently. And then I realized that's almost fucking 10 years old.
Yeah, I can lock my car with my app.
Well, look at you, Johnny Locks.
Well, I'm selling it tomorrow, so falling on some pretty hard times. No, I'm getting involved. Anyways,
is there more of an Andy sentence ever than I'm getting a Volvo?
Yeah. I mean, if we had Patreon millions, I would get a Rivian, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't have the lifestyle.
Those are not, those are what, $120? 120K?
Rivian?
Yeah, aren't
75.
they? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not crazy far off.
The only cars that are like 120 are like BMW, Mercedes, and up.
Yeah.
An Audi, maybe.
Crew the other day caught me making a judgment and asked why. Like, so I was like going on a rant to Nicole about how everybody that owns a BMW is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Just because, and it's just
there was one in front of you.
Of course. It's actually every single night driving the FDR or the West Side Highway. For whatever reason, 100% of the BMW drivers are traveling at 100 plus miles per
insane.
hour. It's
I
really
will say
scary.
that the FDR, because I drive that a lot, it is like Cannonball Run.
Yeah.
It's like there's guys going 70 miles an hour in bumper to bumper traffic, like just carving
and it's
recklessly.
so narrow. It's so narrow that you can feel out of control even if you're fine. And also, like, there's times, I've made this joke on stage, but like, I've looked to my left, that person is doing 60 on their phone. I look to my right, that person is doing 70 on their phone. And I'm like, fuck this, I'm going on my phone.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, I don't care. I need to see what the 3 million pages are all about.
You're reading them on the ride home. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but my fantasy in life is that I get deputized. I give up comedy.
Like Shaq?
I get deputized by the city of New York. Oh, that's weird.
What'd you think?
I thought it was just Jewel.
Oh no.
I get deputized, and then I get to just fuck with those people. People that drive like that on the FDR. People that drive on the median when it's traffic. People that cut in at the last minute on an exit. All of those people are my purview, and I spend the rest of my life doling out justice.
Yeah. Oh,
Can you imagine? I'd get a special cop outfit. It would be leather. It would be the same cut, but it would be all black leather.
Just look like the head of ICE.
Yeah.
He's dressed in full SS guard.
Yeah, because it would be my justice.
Yeah.
I would dole it out. I'd have a boot with a nail in it, and I'd poke their tires.
Dude, well, that's kind of you to bring justice, because my whole fantasy about that is bringing death. Because today, like, even driving on the Palisades Parkway, somebody's coming to merge. So I, unlike a lot of drivers, did
Slow
the right
down.
thing. No, and I moved to the left lane.
Oh, okay.
And allowed the person into the right. But that wasn't good enough for BMW McFuckface, because not only did they feel the need that they needed the right lane, they just crossed over all the way to the left and cut me off and then gave me a wave. And in my head, I drove 100 into their back seat.
Yeah.
Like and was sitting next to them
It was
as
like
they're
Mad
dying
Max,
and
where
just
you
been
were-
like, this could have been avoided.
You were huffing paint, yelling Valhalla as you rode on the windshield towards their car with a pole with a grenade on the end.
Oh, I think about that stuff all the time. Like
Yeah.
monster truck madness, just driving onto somebody's car and just slamming a giant tire through their fucking moonroof.
I really want to fight people sometimes. That's what
Yeah.
my fantasy is. I'm never killing people, but I'm fantasizing about kicking somebody's
Bludgeoning?
ass.
Bludgeoning.
Yeah. Well, bludgeoning requires a weapon.
No, fist.
You could just bludgeon with a fist?
You can bludgeon with a fist.
It's been so long since I punched somebody in the head.
When's the last time you connected with somebody's face with your fist?
24? No, probably 22.
Okay.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
dumb bar fight.
Yeah.
Where-
I was like 27, 28.
I think I punched somebody reluctantly and then like was like, hey, my bad, dude.
Yeah, that did less damage.
Like,
than I
our
thought.
friends are just fighting. This isn't personal. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm getting blown up by my soccer group chat that I started.
Oh, good.
All right. I should probably mute that.
Yeah. I think I told you the last time I threw a punch, I started a melee.
Oh no.
It was like kind of my fault, but it was at a bar that's no longer in existence, in Orangeburg, and we went there. Too old, kind of, I guess, like 27, like too old for this kind of party. All dressed alike, having a good time. It was all people from our town, so we weren't really too old. But we were like, me and my buddies dressed as like the same thing, whatever. I may have been younger than I had.
Wait,
to have
was
been
it a
younger than
costume
27?
party?
Yeah, it was a Halloween party.
Oh, okay.
And and people loved us initially, and then something had, like, one of my friends had to have done something, but the mood like drastically
I
shifted.
love when this happens.
It was so like like we're no longer, nobody likes us out of nowhere.
Something happened and we're all targets.
And we're all targets. And then I go outside. I was smoking cigarettes, so it must have been before 20s. I don't remember how old I was, but I go outside and I was smoking a cigarette, and some guy said something, and I was like, oh yeah, and he's like, no, you're a fucking pussy, or something like that to me, and I was like, what? What the fuck did you say? And so I, flicked a cigarette at him or whatever, and he puts his hand out, and I did what I did to my dad, which is I literally, like, I've only thrown this punch twice in my life, but his friend intercepted, and I jumped over, like I crow hopped, like I was throwing from right field to third, and I reached over his friend and binged the kid, like just solid, and hit him, and 60 people emptied into this parking lot, and it became like really dangerous. Now that I think about it as a dad, as like somebody who has a life to lose and like all this stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, like what a horror show that this whole thing became. And it had been simmering for a while, I guess, for reasons that didn't include me. And then that was kind of the pressure cooker, set it off. And everybody, I mean, this guy that is from my town that went to jail, not from this, from another, I'm going to say what he did, but I won't. From another thing, I watched him fight. And it's that moment where you watch somebody fight and you're like, I shouldn't fight anymore.
Yeah.
Because this guy's on out there.
Yeah.
Like this guy, like I just watched like a real dangerous person. Like I got lucky with I threw a punch. I got lucky. This kid was a trained, I'll fuck your year up guy. And watching him be so ruthless and like just like kind of like stomp on legs and just like just jump on
It's
people.
like one of those battle scenes where he like sees you across the battlefield. He's just like stabbing people as he walks towards you, and you're like
maintaining eye contact. Well, this happened. So he was beating some dude like so viciously.
He wasn't on your side.
He was on our side.
Okay,
He
thank
was.
God.
Thank God. Like I'm lucky in the sense that my friends are not every comic, but I'm lucky that I have a big mouth and my friends are big.
Tough guys.
And I also like I'll scrap, but I'll get my ass kicked, but I'll
Yeah,
scrap. But my friends are fucking big and they'll fuck somebody up. So I apparently during this thing, this kid was just like ferociously lighting somebody up. And my other friend, Tim, because we've told this story on other podcasts, grabbed him because he didn't know who he was. He couldn't tell who was who and what side was what. He just saw somebody almost lose their life. And he grabbed him and he goes, who is this? Who is this? And the kid who got picked up yelled, "It's me." And so Tim let him go and he just like jumped right back onto the pile. And like Forrest Gump in a Black Panther party was just like unending until he couldn't lift his arms.
Jesus.
And then
Christ.
I got put into the back of somebody's Jeep and drove away like an absolute instigating asshole.
One of my last fights like that was I was in Tahoe. It was like a really dark time because I had gone to Tahoe right after high school, and that year had been really messy and alcoholic. And then I went back to Seattle for summer camp, and then I enrolled in the junior college in Seattle, and then I got my DUI, so I didn't have my car, and I was fucked up. So I went back to Tahoe.
Yeah.
And the year previously, I'd been fired from this job, not purely on like bad employment behavior. It was like they would just call us and they'd be like, "Hey, you have to start at 2 a.m. and work till 10 a.m. Hey, tomorrow night we need you here at like 3 p.m. You have to work till 2 a.m." And we'd sometimes just be like, "I can't do this." So we got fired, whatever, no big deal. But I was wasted at this party, and this is like the week that I'm back in Tahoe, and I'm like really coming to terms with the fact that I've got a drinking problem.
Yeah.
I'm still drinking though.
Yes.
And
that's often how it goes.
yeah. And I see my boss that had fired me, and I just like walk up to him in the middle of this bar, and I go, "You're such a fucking asshole, dude. Do you know how big of a fucking like just like right in his face?"
Yeah.
And he fucking starts like grabbing my hips, and he calls me the
Trying to
N-word.
slow dance with you?
No, he's like trying to like take me down.
Yeah.
And I'm just on the top of his head, like, and so I very quickly get taken outside. Everybody I'm with has apparently also seen their former boss. Because there is a giant fight happening in the parking lot. And I see my buddy that drove, and I tap him on the shoulder, and he just turns around and punches me directly in the face. And I go, "It's Andy, is it?" And he goes, "Oh, my bad, man." And then just goes back to punching another guy.
Friendly fire, man.
There's something about that that's like, A, toxic, whatever.
Yeah.
B, dangerous. I know people that have died because of a punch and a fall.
Yeah.
But it's kind of beautiful.
There's nothing better.
Yeah, it's
I'll
like
say that.
I'm glad that I had it.
There's nothing better, like, you know, that post swingers thing where they're in the
after the
diner
gun.
after, and they're just like talking about and recapping the whole thing. There's almost nothing better in the entire world than getting into a full fucking fight with all of your friends, and you're all on the same side, and you win or you kind of tie.
Yeah.
And then you go to somebody's house and you smoke a blunt and you talk about it.
Yeah, I have this thing where it's like, I don't want my daughter to have the same teen years as me. Like, I started drinking when I was like 12 or 13. Not like drinking, but I had drinks. You know, I stole beers and shit. I think I smoked pot for the first time when I was 12. And, you know, I was just a bad kid. I was just like a troublemaker.
There's no such thing as bad.
I get it. But I was out for trouble.
Yeah.
I was looking for it. And I want my daughter to have interests and like fun that is not related to getting fucked up deep into high school.
Yeah.
You know, like I understand she's gonna drink, she's gonna probably smoke pot or whatever, but I really want her to have that kind of like childhood that I didn't get to have, where it was like fun wasn't necessary on like whether somebody would like bootleg alcohol or whether you guys were doing something you shouldn't be doing or whatever. And at the same time, I loved my teenage years. My teenage years were so exciting. I mean, one time we stole our friend's car and just drove to Whistler. We didn't have licenses. We crossed the Canadian border without licenses.
What?
Pre 9/11.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we were just like, we're going to Whistler.
We used to be friends, Canada.
Yeah. What happened?
Yeah.
What happened, Mark Carney? But I love those stories, but it's like I don't want those for my children.
No, I was thinking about that a lot too, and I think the more I'm out there driving, and the more I think about my son driving, I'm very excited about the idea of self-driving cars and just taking this out of the hands of human beings.
Yeah,
and just if deaths happen at a less than 1% rate, then
that's how I feel about it.
It's
when people are upset
fine.
about the self-driving car deaths, I'm like, you think we're
you think
Come
that's
on.
better than just some fucking idiot who's distracted while being pissed or drunk?
Also,
or
I
both?
mean, we're flying in jets now across the world, but do you think it looked that pretty when we started?
Right.
You know?
Great. That's a great point.
I think some people probably got pretty fucked up. We're supposed to go to a voicemail.
Oh, yeah, let's
Nicole
VM.
won't stop bugging me. I'm kidding.
Can I show
I'm kidding.
my,
I forgot
my
you were mad
sweat?
at me already.
My pit sweat?
I forgot you were mad at me.
Look at this. Pretty good.
Yeah.
You have nothing to say.
It's gross. I don't know where you get the sweat.
Okay, yeah.
Are you that hydrated?
Yeah. I'm definitely that hydrated. I'm that anxious. Go ahead. Sorry. Are you drinking water because of how much I'm sweating and because that means...
I forget to drink water so much.
Oh, all
and I'll have like 4
water.
cups of coffee and 2 cups of water.
And you're like, why do I have a splitting headache?
Yeah, why do I want to die?
Do a VM to the BM. Did you hear that one of the guy who was just completely incoherent?
Yeah.
I listened to it.
There's a
Oh,
lot
I
of
didn't
those.
listen back
I
to it.
listened to it because it was like, Mike, Andy, fuck you.
Yeah. That guy rocked.
I really enjoyed it though.
What up, boys? What up, Nicole? Called in before and realized that my voicemail sucked, so I'm just going to try to ask my question again. I am a 32-year-old married man. My wife and I have been trying to have a baby for a little while now, and recently found out that she is pregnant. We're about 6 weeks
Had a baby.
along right now, so still really early, but I have a question about mental health for dads. I am a mental health professional myself, but that doesn't always mean that you have the skills to take care of yourself. You have the skills to take care of other people. As someone who suffers from anxiety and a little bit of depression myself, medicated, going to therapy, all of that, I had a really bad sort of stint with my own personal anxieties over the summer, but going into this whole process with my wife is about to go through a lot of changes. I'm wondering for you all, as people who yourselves have mental health stuff, I'm sure wives do as well, how do you prioritize your mental health during pregnancy and beyond, while also supporting kids, a wife who's going through hormonal changes and stuff? How do you guys get through all of that while supporting those people, but also supporting yourself? I guess that's my question. Love you boys. Love the pod. Keep up the work, and wishing you guys all the best.
Can we fucking clone this guy and make 4 million of them and turn him into an army of audience members?
Yes.
Because it's like, here's the thing. One, will you be my therapist? Because even just hearing a therapist say, sometimes we're not the best at helping ourselves, we're better at help. Like, that's like what About Bob is about.
Yeah.
It's like it just shows that you do. That's such self-awareness. It's crazy.
I think that we never think about that. We never think about the having therapists.
I do. I think about that all the time, but I think, but the majority.
I only
of
know about it from Sopranos.
Really, that's so funny.
That's the only reason.
The only reason, like, the therapists that I know or that I've had have been like kind of like, and maybe again this could be projection of me, but they feel like arrogant about it. Like there's no like it feels like there's like no, I got this. Like you're the one with the problems.
Yeah,
here.
I don't know. I don't know if I've talked to my therapist about their therapist before. My therapist now definitely I don't think has a therapist because he's in his 70s and he's pretty arrogant. But he's also I love him. I really shout out Alan. Everybody knows Alan. But what the fuck was I gonna say? For me, I think it's like a no-brainer that like my priorities are like, it was like the first time in my life, I think and I didn't do it perfectly, but like where I was like, oh, I gotta like take my shit and make it for me and other people. Like it's not my wife's anymore while she's pregnant. It kind of felt like being in like one of those horse costumes where you're the back.
Yeah.
You don't really know where you're going, but you're like, I have to keep walking. And
great metaphor. Yeah.
And I really don't know what I'm doing, but I know that I'm in this costume and I can't get out.
That's excellent.
But I also think that it's like you take it where you know, it's like when you have a kid, you nap when they nap, whatever those little like adages are, because first of all, your spouse is going to hate you.
Well, I was going to say this.
Any of the, hey, I'm going to go for a runs. They do not like that.
I was also going to say that dealing with a hormonal pregnant wife is, and women, stay with me, is kind of the perfect practice to be a father. Because you're dealing with somebody that is not really themselves. Like they are themselves, of course, but then they have moments where they are intoxicated by what's going on in their body.
Yeah.
So you have to give them leeway.
You mean like the time when Rosebud cried on the phone because I bought the wrong brand of pickles? Do you mean that? Beautiful moment in pregnancy. Hey, sorry, babe, they don't have closets. What do you mean they don't have closets? It was beautiful.
I don't even remember. Like, so I just, when Nicole was pregnant both times, I took it as just this is my opportunity to really try to be as empathetic as humanly possible. Let's see how expansive I can make my understanding of another person. Let me see how I can know that it's not them that's yelling or being mean. They're being intoxicated, but I can also have human interactions like, hey, right now you're not treating me like a person. It's not making me want to help you. Which I would say to Nicole and just be like, and then, you know.
That went over well.
Take a minute. For me and her, abrupt honesty, and not brutal honesty, but like abrupt and very like, hey, like snap out of it a little bit. I'm a human being. Like that you're talking to. This isn't just like your fantasy in your own brain. That fucking helps both of us. Because I think often, especially today, we've been dating for 18 years, which is crazy that I've had that successful of a relationship to be able to communicate through it and to have like different versions of myself, which for the first 7 years of my relationship, I was not this, which is not, you know, impressive to a lot of you, but I'm just saying I was like, thanks, pal.
I know where you're from.
But I'm like a cynical, hard, you know, hard to get through to, thick head. My mom would constantly say, you have a fucking thick head when I was a kid.
That's
like,
nice.
It was awful. It was
really
awful.
Beautiful.
But she's like, you just get it through your fucking thick head.
Jesus
I just remember how she'd hit the on the thick. And it would always be like, yeah, all right. She poked me in the fucking head while she did it.
Really?
Oh, yeah, sometimes.
Oh, my God, Mike. Yeah. This is another show, dude.
But I'm just saying that I have had that issue of not allowing things in and of being reactive and of being defiant. Like, I'm a defiant guy.
Yeah.
But I've broken through that with the help of, like, self-discovery and even being around a pregnant woman and discovering your bandwidth.
Yeah.
Because you have more than you're offering. There's more in there. You'll find it as a parent because that's what happens. You expand beyond yourself, beyond an army of yourself when you have kids because you can't believe that you're still active with as little sleep that you have. You can't believe that you still love with like the lack of energy and all these things, but you find it within yourself to continue. So it's like all of this stuff is about like and this is like my queefy athlete shit, but it's like, oh, this is my limit. I'm pushing beyond.
It's game time.
Exactly. Oh, my fucking calves are burning. I had battery acid pumping through my veins. Push fucking through.
Well, it is that. I mean, there's those crazy times where you're being a parent, which is like something that comes out of the whole experience where you're like, I can't hold this kid anymore. But if I put them down,
that's it.
Yeah. So I have to keep on, you know.
I carried Crew to bed the other night because he's like, carry me to bed. And I was like, yeah.
He's like 70 pounds.
He's so fucking big. He's like the size of Nicole. It's crazy. I held him like a baby, and I was like, this feels like we're a gay couple.
Yeah.
I was like, you're so big.
The fuck was I gonna say? Oh, but I think you know, in response to that question, I think you have to separate. You know, like you have to have a good network of people that you can rely on to, you know, maybe make a phone call or like when you have a space, go have a coffee, because you will lose touch with the outside world as the pregnancy furthers on, and then especially when you're in the newborn phase.
Yeah.
It's like family, a couple friends, but realistically, it's like the two of you and the baby.
Yeah.
No,
the first 8 or 9 months are going to make your head swim a little bit, and it's also going to make you, or it made me, I won't say you, it made me feel very isolated, and sometimes like nobody was helping. Even when people were helping,
yeah.
I still sometimes felt like nobody was helping.
I had these beautiful moments though where it would be like, I guess I kind of thrive off of no sleep.
Yeah.
And the baby would wake up at like, I don't know, 4 a.m. and then I'm giving her a bottle and I'm watching something on TV and I'm just watching her as the sun comes up.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I'm so fucking tired right now, but I love this so much.
Yeah.
I got tired just thinking about that. But we might be also, to your point, we might be having, I think we're going to try to arrange to have a postpartum therapist.
Oh.
Remember?
Yeah.
I emailed you about that. We got to find a date. I told you about her.
Oh, on the show.
Yeah.
I thought you meant me and you.
Yeah, me and you. We're
like,
going to go see a
what?
postpartum. I set it up. The copay is $350. No.
It's 3 months of what we earn on Patreon.
Yeah. No, our like a comic's sister, when we put out the call,
Oh, cool.
was like, hey, talk to my sister.
Yeah.
And so, but her specialty is postpartum for
That's
men
great.
and women. So hopefully stay tuned. That episode.
I love that. That'll be really
the next
fun.
couple months.
Can I also say, so at a time when you are when obviously your wife and the baby will take priority, it is important though that you realize that you can't even make them a priority if you are not right. So it's the same thing as put your oxygen mask on before you give it to the person next to you.
Good analogy.
You have to make yourself okay enough to get those, to be a productive member of your family. So whether that means you wake up super early and do your meditation, do your workout, do your cold plunge, do whatever it takes to get you mentally right, you have to find time. Like I've gotten into arguments with Nicole about that because she's like, you've done this and you've been able to work out, you've been able to do this. And I was like, no, it's because I've taken full advantage of every
That's why I'm getting a
second that I've
divorce.
had. But it's true. It's like you really have to, what being a parent is it forces you to optimize every second that you have if you want to accomplish or get anything done.
I never told you this, but I like went on a Reddit to like, I don't know, look at something about running. And I went down this rabbit hole of like 200 guys being like, I really fell in love with running this year, and now I'm getting a divorce. And I was like, whoa, it's symptomatic.
You guys want to start another Reddit?
Yeah. Divorce runners.
That's not a bad idea.
What the fuck? I think you have to go because it's your anniversary.
Yeah, my ass. Which, by the way, happy anniversary to the New York Giants beating the Patriots, ruining their perfect season. February 3rd, 2008. Plaxico Burress in the corner of the end zone. One of the greatest nights of my life. That is when I restarted dating my wife.
And this will come out way after it, but go Seahawks. I hope you win the Super Bowl this weekend. I will be in Seattle.
That's cool. That's exciting.
celebrating. We'll do plugs tomorrow.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Deal.